What's up, reefers? Come and learn from my mistakes. So check it out. That's right, here we are. This is my 20-gallon aquarium over here, learning from all of the dead and dying corals that I got, learning from my mistakes of dead clams, dead corals, dead fish. That's right, it's right here, and it's all dead and dying. No, right here, this is my live phytoplankton. Second day of adding the live phytoplankton to the 20-gallon aquarium, and yet definitely when you add it in there, it definitely cloudies up the water pretty good with just the live phytoplankton itself. But in a couple hours, it's definitely gone. Haven't seen any of. Well, actually, I've seen that. I think it's actually reduced the efficiency of my protein skimmer. Actually, getting at least for the last couple days. So, but yet, as of yet, no clam poop to report. So keep it posted, but definitely looking forward there. Nothing come. By the way, it's also called the exhalation siphon right there. That's where it be coming out. You got the inhalation siphon right there. Exhalation, they call it. At least one nice way of calling it, right? So there it is. Tiger stripe Durasa and my big bar Durasa. There it is. Good mantle extension on these guys, looking good and healthy. That's right. Keep an eye on them. They could be go dying from one day to the next. They could be dead and dying. Clams right here. Acropora over here, looking the same. Not good. Of course, I went and changed up my light from the XR15 to the Castle 360X last month when I got those new frags. Maybe I should have just stuck with the XR15, messing with the lighting when I'm getting new acros. So gonna have. I think the lighting's good. Just lower it down, get a little stronger probably. And I don't know if that was. I don't think that was a factor though in the Acropora. I mean, just gonna try some more, and then, in a couple of months, I was a bad route that month. Really lost a lot of them, but next time around I'm just gonna get some more, just a couple green slimer and some Oregon Tort or something, and go a lot slower. Certainly recommend going really slow when dealing with new Acropora. Right, yellow thing. Okay, so what am I talking about over here? I got this wanted to talk about the toadstool. That's right, that's the yellow. Well, now it's green toadstool in the back. There it is. And if you saw my other videos, you probably might remember what it looked like in the 20-gallon quarantine, and it looked completely different because of the polyps were so much larger. And it's really weird because I put him over here, and this is a result of the increased lighting. I put him there. He's attached really well to the back of the glass there. And yet, just adjusted to the increased lighting. I did have the XR15, well, extra 30s on this one actually, but that I only had him running. Well, I had him running up to like 70%, I would say 80% just for a small time, and then the rest of the time out of at 50% intensity. But even so, it completely adapted. It closed up for, and adapted to the higher lighting, closed up for a while. But then the polyps came back, and there definitely are more green. However, they're not as big as they used to be. Not as big and crazy looking as it used to be, so kind of interesting. Let's check it out from this side. Here it is, typical toadstool right there. And so the thing about it though, it looks cool that it is green, but I think they were longer, under the less lighting, where it was in the coral quarantine system. And the polyps were just so huge on it, and it was really close to the glass, and so right now it seemed like to be like an absolute glorious state, and it just doesn't have that same pop anymore that it does right now. That it used to have in the other one. But just give it time. It might come back, either just from adjusting to the light. Maybe it'll stay the green and open up more with time, maybe another year or something, or maybe I could move it back, so it's getting a little bit less lighting. So yep, there it is. And it's supposed to be the longer polyp, so definitely was, and it was too, there was definitely pushing, I would say, that the polyp extension on it to almost 3 inches. So yeah, definitely would call it a longer polyp of the Sarcophytons, definitely. So right Mandarin, there he goes, cruising on the back glass like crazy. What else do I got over here? This is Astorina snail. There it is, Astorina snail. And yeah, I got 4 of these guys, definitely doing the job. However, they're get a little big and can't start knocking some things over, giving them the time. And so I definitely prefer the other guys that are just in here naturally that reproduce, such as the Serenade snails. And my favorite, of course, is the Stomatella because it has such personality. Right, Mandarin, almost more personality than the Mandarin. And you get to check the belly of the Mandarin right there. That's how you can tell how well they've been eating or not eating. And you can see that if it, like that one does, bulges out right underneath them. Really tell that they're getting enough food in here. So boom, here's a shot of all of those Serenade snails too. A lot of the smaller ones going up on the back glass like everywhere. And that's the thing, I mean, these the other one is the Trochus snails, and those are okay too, but my favorites are the Stomatellas just because there's so much personality to them. They reproduce like crazy, and when they do, they're just so fast, and you barely move, like you're barely touch them, or with the cleaning the glass or something, and they certainly move really, really fast to get out of your way. So they're just so entertaining. It's hard to believe that snails can actually have a personality. Yet, what's going on over here? We got Rhodactis madness, and the green bubble has cleared a path around him a little. I moved him over to a good inch. Moving them over and over. Hopefully won't get too close to the elegants. That's why I have this rock here straight in between the elegants and the bubble. And then of course just a micro mussel right there as well. I don't want it to sting the micro mussel there. So yep, that's what it is right there, guys. Phytoplankton, live phytoplankton madness over here, just adding more and more. And I'm just gonna try to add the full amount of the Reefroids and Benepet mix going for the week and see what that does. So looking forward to getting hair algae, bryopsis, some bubble algae, and I'm gonna mix. Sure, they're gonna get a whole bunch of my favorite. That's right, Dino flagellates, Dinos, Dino nightmare, right, yellow thing. So one thing that's kind of interesting, I hear that he was I was watching, let's see, it was Chris Meckley at the ACI. He was talking on Reef Bum, that's right, with Keith Borkelhammer. And they were talking about how they also dose, talking about live phytoplankton and feeding, and they also dose live zooplankton. So that's something I've never heard of before, dosing live zooplankton into the system. And so check it out as well. Also super expensive, but that's also another option out there. And it's kind of interesting because what is zooxanthellae? Well, it's dinos. What? That's right. So you're telling me that we got to the point where we're dosing dinos to our aquariums? Oh my god, that's right. And it's super expensive. So you got a huge dino toxic nightmare going on in your aquarium. You can bottle that stuff up and sell it for big bucks. That's right. It's like $25 for like 500 milliliters or less than that. I think it's like 100 milliliters or whatever it is. It's absolutely amazing. The live zooplankton and its dinos, and we're just dosing dinos straight back into the aquarium. Well, there you go. So supposedly the zooxanthellae is in fact a type of dinos, but I don't know, maybe it's just different because it's on the inside of the coral instead of being on the outside of the coral. I don't know if that's gonna make a huge difference or regular thing. Oh my god, we got dinoflagellates. We got zooxanthellae just absolutely everywhere. Alright guys, well I guess that's it. Check you on the next one, but see what's going on. Find out what just died and what's doing good. Alright, happy reefing, bye.